initiator. Like, he's just going to look like, I feel like that's his role. You know, he's just going to be great at that.
Yeah, when he got the Legion start last game, that we saw
gifted.
like, yes, I would agree.
At this tournament, I feel like skill-wise, everyone's quite close. Schofield might be in trouble here. Zag is trying to catch up to him, but there's still... Oh, he didn't make it over. It's okay. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. Schofield, at the end of the day, is just trying to set up Whisper for a double wave.
Great job of keeping up in farm relatively. And really, the way that the Slark hero, I think it could potentially work is they're going to get into a fight here.
Through, but Chris.Lock's going to take a lot of damage to start this one out. In fact, he's pretty low on mana as well, but the Shattered End's being used. But Hector is very strong. He's got the Radiance, and he's already trying to deliver some damage out onto this Elder Titan, but there's just not enough heroes to be able to support him. He's going to pop into that catapult and get a little bit of a refresh there as Whisper just fully commits to kill that Elder Titan, but Infamous, the rest of them cannot.
He gets 200 CS. By like the 20-minute mark. And so far so good as Blizzy's gonna jump in. There's no detection for him right now. The Rage is gonna get dropped as Hector in the middle of all of this doesn't want to be anymore. Yeah, Chris.Lock is also in that same situation. They're gonna try and blow up Seneko. They do manage to do that at least, but Whisper doesn't have a way out of this one. Tries to go for the Ice Shards, but of course that's not gonna block Magical, who just walks over those little igloos and just keeps on moving. But Hector, he's plenty strong, and so is Chris.Lock. He's stolen some of the stats. It's just the supporting crew.
Oh, the Centaur stun! The neutral creep started playing with Infamous, and now all of a sudden a big stun allows an opening for Chris.Lock and Hector, maybe able to win out this fight. They've taken away the Aegis. They're gonna go for the Elder Titan. They also have the Shrine still up. Magical trying to challenge Chris.Lock. He wants to be able to take away that mana, but underneath the Shrine, he's not going to be able to burn him out. Now the RP on top of Magical. The stacks building up for Chris.Lock. That's going to be the kill. Elder Titan's not going to be able to get away either. Hector chases him down.
Physical damage now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We're seeing this mid-tower defense. This would be so big for the map control aspect. We talked about how good it is to gain control back from the Brood.
Challenging Crystallize a little bit while Chris.Lock is going to be forced back, but they jump in, do manage to get the Burrow Strike on Hector before the Rage, but Crystallize already taken so much damage with Walrus Punch, he will be able to get Force Staff away. Seneko finally forced to use that false promise, but an immediate halberd comes out from Hector to protect himself, but Hector, he's now left without a Rage and caught by the Burrow Strike plus the Epicenter. NAVI are able to take him down. They may still lose their tower because right now they're looking for kills as Magical's already been able to slow down the Shadow Demon, is hoping to be able to catch up to that Slark, who still has his Dark Pact and actually is going to turn around back for Crystallize with the Whisper coming in with the Walrus Punch. They're going to try for that kill. He's got the RP, locking down the Centaur with the Alchemist as well as the tanking. The Empower's doing so much damage. Doesn't quite finish up Blizzy or Magical, so now Chris.Lock is just going to have to go for some of the backline heroes in Seneko. Try and get out, but no, the pounce right as he tries to jump in. Blizzy blocks him off with the Burrow Strike. Blizzy's still going to actually die. Doesn't get the disarm off in time, and Chris.Lock jumping inside the base, TPing out. They don't have a stun to stop him here. Chris.Lock gets the kill and gets away.
I think the timer sort of reset with the level 20 that's just been picked up on the Brood and the Aegis.
Okay.
And the pickup on the Slark.
Oh, tried to get the fast Burrow Strike on Hector, but he immediately responds with the Rage, disarms the Brood Mother, so he doesn't actually get any of that lifesteal timing. And the Quick Infest into Schofield as his Lincolns gets popped. He's able to protect himself. They're going to try and go for Schofield here, take out that big RP monster. The backline, though, Whisper tried to commit to Seneko, thinking his Walrus Punch was going to be enough to blow that hero up, but it wasn't. And now Hector's forced to fight alone. Disarm onto the Alchemist, but again, NAVI are just looking at everybody else except for Hector. They're going to kill the Shadow Demon here again. They're going to buy back onto Whisper. Whisper trying to make his way in, tries to go for the Snowball. The Gold Scepter, he's going to be able to protect the Sand King, and they just immediately jump down Whisper. Infamous are bleeding out heroes, and now 3 of them without buyback.
But they're finally going to take a 5-on-5. We'll see if it's a little bit too late.
NAVI are in a really good position. They're going to break the smoke while staying on the high ground, but they immediately spot Hector. That's not the target they want to go for, especially with the Lincolns and the Rage. Unstable Concoction managed to throw down, gets the two backline heroes too. They managed to control up both Whisper and the Shadow Demon. They fall immediately now. It's a 3 versus 5 with Hector trying to chase down Seneko, but he hides so well, and he's going to immediately have to infest inside of Chris.Lock. They do manage to chase down Schofield, so that's 3 dead. It's only these 2 cores trying to get away. The TP out with the Lincoln.
He uses himself.
I feel like they're farther behind than they are. They just didn't know when to switch it up.
And now it's becoming the net worth difference.
RP on it too. That's a big one. Look at that with the Empower.
That's a gem.
You always have that power. And yeah, that's a gem being traded over.
And we saw, like, when they don't have their BKBs or their escape
Dire's
abilities.
bottom
They killed the
tower is
Slark
under
that time in
attack.
top lane after the Roshan.
Yeah.
Like, they will kill you really quickly as...
Oh, Stinger, chill.
Yo, relax.
Those are Spiderlings with the level 20 talent. They do a lot of damage, and Ghost Scepter may not protect you. Trying to go for the surround, doesn't immediately get it, but does have another round of webs that's going to chase him down. Stinger
He is dead.
is definitely dead. The question is whether or not Magical's going to get caught because he's microwaving those spiders and doesn't pay attention to his own hero enough, and he gets caught.
Oh
and
my
Stinger
God.
actually got away because of that. He went to his heroes like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Magical in the area.
Schofield, good positioning to be able to get a good RP, but he's spotted immediately by Zayak, and he's trying to deal with that warp, but instead he's going to be stunned up. Bro Strike in Blizzy. Nice stun into the back line. Hit Stinger as well. That's going to be 2 supports already dead on the side of Infamous. Whisper is fully committed to Crystallize, but there's the save from Sineko, and a save on Sineko with a beautiful Force Staff coming out from Blizzy. Burrow Strike in is going to be able to catch this Life Stealer, and Infamous, they pushed it. They tried to hit a range barracks instead of backing up and just hitting shrines, and that... He just got snapped, huh? Oh, Zayak gets a little bit too far forward, almost immediately gets abyssal plated. The RP being threatened by Schofield, but wasn't close enough to catch Crystallize. Crystallize, who's going to pop out within stable concoction. Lincoln's being blown on the 2 heroes. They're going to try and hit Hector, but he rages up. Magical. He's blown his ultimate, so Infamous, another opportunity for them to just back up and reset. But a scythe being used. Magical trying to protect himself, but dodges the pounce. And they're just breaking these
spamming
Lincolns.
Schofield right now. They're saying he's stunned. We can fight.
Yeah, and Zayak is going to try and run forward.
The
Now the RP, he managed to get the nod too. Immediate buyback from the Broodmother. A nice Burrow Strike locking down the 2. They're trying to go for Chris Luck. A Force Staff defensive. Protects him, and Chris Luck is able to get away from Magical, who's now going to skewer back by Schofield, bringing them away from Chris Luck, away from the carries, but not away from Hector, who's surrounded by 4. He will get Abyssal bladed up. Now he's dead. Whisper's trying to get out, but no snowball for him. He's going to get beaten down by Crystallize. No buyback on Hector. No buyback on Tusk.
You say Whisper never has buyback.
Yeah.
He's had a rough one.
That's super weird.
Yo,
that
they dropped the double ward too. They've created the eyes. Oh,
they're going to be able to make the initiation on Hector, and he's actually getting beaten down too fast, but there's the disruption to be able to save him. The RP! Oh,
the
Schofield
TP?
didn't actually get the blink out. Whisper! He's going to try and finish up Blizzy. He does manage to get him the Burrow Strike, trying to get him away. The kick out on the Alchemist. Whisper, he's going to be able to get out. No, he's scythed up by Stup.
Oh man, I can't believe he decided to try to go for the TP on the Lifestealer. That was
some creeps. He knows Blizzy's up here.
his team is fighting on this left side here. He no longer has
Broke the
Aegis.
Lincolns, managed to get the Burrow Strike, but the Dark Pact was there. Crystallized, stuns
He's gonna
himself, and
stun
Infamous. They're going to come back in. Whisper's looking for his opening. He's going to go for Magical. That's going to be the Aeon Disc popped as both of the cores are now going to turn and fight. Magical trying to get away from Whisper. Schofield being hit by the range right now is unable to blink in. Snako has an Aeon Disc himself, as well as Ghost Scepter. That's going to buy him some time. Where is he going to use that False Promise? Actually already used it, be able to protect one of the cores. Crystallizes now, managed to bring down the Magnus. No RP here. It gets kicked away. Now he's isolated. That's exactly why Chris Luck and Hector run down to the river and make sure that he's going to be finished off. And now they march towards the base. They've blown their buybacks. They want Navi to do the same here, as they're going to be able to find Zayak. A beautiful ice shards, but a Force Staff over gets him a little bit farther away from Chris Luck, back to the base. They have RP with the refresher used by Schofield. He can go back in.
Out of mana.
That's why Navi are trying to actually separate so much, but Schofield doesn't actually have a whole lot of mana to work with right now. Whisper immediately jumping onto Blizzy. Blizzy trying to make his initiation once again. He still has that chase. He's going to activate the chase, but it doesn't matter. 100% to 0. Instantly, his Whisper punches him up and down he goes. Sineko forced the use of False Promise on himself. Hector forces that out of him, then turns back into the Megas. Aeon Disc getting popped by Crystallize. They're going to go for this melee Rax, but they still had the glyph the entire time. Navi held on to that one, but they have to take the 4 versus 5, and Chris Luck and the rest of Infamous know it too. They see the opportunity. They're going to be able to get the Megas on Stomp, landing on it too, but Hector has the range to be able to slow down Crystallize. He can't quite get on top of Chris Luck in time. The Dark Pact protects him, gets in front of him though, managed to get the Abyssal Blade, lock down the Slark. He's dead. Same goes with Whisper. 2 dead, 3 dead actually on the side of Infamous. 2 of them. The first tier 4. A team that started off their first day 0-2 against OG may just be able to find their first win of the tournament by bringing down Navi in this first game, but it's going to take a lot of discipline here. Blizzy trying to make the initiation, tries to go for Hector. Crystallize follows that up, immediately going for the back line, but Stinger protects himself with a Ghost Scepter. Crystallize still has that Aeon Disc. A False Promise is going to be used on him. They try and go for the control as best as possible. How much can this heal do for him? They actually managed to kill Schofield. He had no buyback as well. They're doing a ton of damage to Crystallize, and it will be enough. He will pop. The regen wasn't good enough for him. He doesn't have a buyback either. Zayak's going to fall as well. He does have a buyback. They have to be able to deal with Magical though. Magical can still output the damage to slow down Infamous and keep them from finishing up this throne. It's a 4 versus 4.
There's no RP though. This is their best
They
opportunity.
will be able to get their initiation, but he had an Aeon Test. Meanwhile, the rest of the team's just hitting out the throne. Hector says, damn it, we're not going for heroes, we're going for buildings. It's already down to half health. It's falling fast, and they can't stop it. Na'Vi call it like that. Can't stop this game any longer. We can't defend the throne. Infamous. They managed to persevere.
Dazzle plus the Warlock.
Yep.
It feels like they like that mechanic. I think they are treating this Alk as like a true one game. Last time they had some soft measures. This time.
We gonna lose Stinger? Or we? Sorry, not Stinger. Stinger's right now the one just trying to catch the Earth Spirit and set up Whisper. And now that Whisper's here, he actually has to level 1 split Earth to make sure they get 1 stun into the follow-up chain stun from Schofield, and
They've surrounded him.
ball. They're gonna give it to Whisper.
Oh, they're core givers.
Yeah.
You know, there's two. This lane's not fun to be in right now. The bottom lane, they made the classic mistake of thinking Ench was a killable hero.
Yeah, dude. It's not. They just max out. You think like, oh, we don't have it.
Oh, what?
What happened? Dude, I caught so many kills in game 1.
Top tower
This is the second time Stinger's popped out, and last 2 times he's died for it, but with the BKB on this Alk, 17-minute racks, this is so well done right now by
Brother's
Navi.
gonna come in from behind though. They're saying maybe we do have to try and fight. They've already lost their melee barracks, but they're gonna go for it anyway. Crystalline's gonna stay nailed him. He's stunned. He's gonna be stunned up by his own Disable Concoction. They have to throw out the early Shallow Grave Whisper. Yule Simpsons himself. Meanwhile, the Omni Slash is able to finish off that Earth Spirit. Stinger gets run down by the cores of Dazzle, and it looks like the healing was still too much. Even with the chain stunning on Crystallize, he honestly did not get
Range rack
close
has
to
been taken.
And look at Hector. He's already taken that range tracks. He's gonna be the one now, hit the tier 3 mid, but they got the silence onto him. Hector, you should have just let the Broodmother do this job, and now Whisper, he tries to come in, but here comes Schofield, managed to hit the 2-man impale. Whisper's gonna be able to follow up that stun onto Dazzle, force that awake, and they get him off the Guardian Graves, and now he's gonna be able to get off the Shallow Grave. Turns around, gets some damage on a Whisper, but Broodmother's here. Here comes Crystallize as well, though. 2-man stun inside the pit. They do manage to get both of those kills on Roshan, a double for him, but Crystallock is still trying to fight it out. He doesn't have his cores anymore with the Juggernaut dying. Now Whisper's dead as well. Crystallize just too big for him to take the one-on-one man fight. So Crystallize, he's gonna root out the rest of these infamous heroes. He's gonna say, damn it all, kill them, root them out at the stem, and just go back into the Roshan. He can't really retreat so easily, and Hector's gonna take advantage of that. He's gonna be able to lay Fury, staying on top of Zion. So there's gonna be the disruption on top of the Shallow Grave. That means he's not going anywhere. He's immediately gonna be impaled up. Schofield trying to hit him with a Vendetta. Doesn't get in front of him though. A little bit of a spin away. He has the gem. He can't afford to lose this. Another rollout. He's going to be fine. If anything, Hector's got to be
Crystallize. He's coming in.
Taking so much damage. Crystallize. Here he comes. He's got the Unstable Concoction. He's got the Abyssal Blade. Breaks through the Lincolns though. Doesn't have the immediate stun. Can he get a bash? One swing. Not good enough. A second. Not good enough either. Crystallize does not chase down the Juggernaut, but it's back to the buildings. And Broodmother's feeling the pressure right now. He feels like he can't go to mid.
He still doesn't have
to back up. He wants to be able to go back in the Omni Slash going in. It bounces over to Crystallize. Crystallize taking a lot of damage to Shallow Grave. We'll be able to buy him a little bit of time.
The Brood is here finally.
The Broodmother is finally here. He's going to fight with his team. And he takes on Crystallize. They do manage to get the stun onto the Dazzle. He's dead, and Blizzy left alone. Last time against a Juggernaut, he can win that fight, but Broodmother is too big for him. And same with Whisper. With this kind of backup, the damage is going to overwhelm Blizzy. He will fall as well. Infamous.
I'm in such a weird position. They're going to go for the top racks. Look at it just fall.
It's going to fall so fast, and that's the way they've got to drop this Golem and see if they can deal with the Spider Leaks. The Spider Leaks actually killed the Golem.
They have no Glyph cap.
Oh, no.
You got to buyback Crystallize.
The buyback is only 25 seconds for his stat timer, but 25 seconds is too long. Chris Luck, they got to force him back. He tries to go for the spike hairpay stun, and he gets it onto Crystallize. Now the disruption. They're all in for the Rex. They are going to try to all in for the Megas right now as Hector's trying to finish out that melee. He does manage to get it. Now the range, it's so low. Chris Luck goes back up to the top lane. He's to try and deal with Zyx right now. Pops his BKB. Buildings. That's what Chris Luck needs to go for. Range Rex. They're going to get it. Mid. Hector, he sees his opportunity. One swing is all it takes to be able to get the Megas, and no one from Infamous will get caught except for the Broodmother.
People hitting the racks.
Yep.
So by holding the buyback, he put himself in such a rough position, and they're going to continue to go for the split push right now.
Dude, look at this. Yeah, like they know the pressure is there, but Crystallize is saying we have to go for the throne.
all in for the
we
throne.
have the death, so I'm the raid boss. They couldn't fight me before. Maybe with this full-on 5-man fight inside their base, Infamous, they're finally going to be forced to do something here. They can't go for split push anymore. They can't go for the throne themselves. They have to be able to win one fight against Navi, and they can win this series. But Crystallize with a BKB, he's ripping through the throne with that Desolator.
He's going for it. He's got him.
He's got the chain stuck. The Shadow Grenade, keep him alive. Plus, he's trying to finish up.
Oh, God.
Navi! Make it, but it doesn't matter.
And Hector actually came back too late. He thought he had better timing.